Well, thank you for joining us. I'm Alan Carter. Queen's Park is poised to pop the top on a new way of selling beer in this province. That after an advisory panel suggested that suds be sold in grocery stores. The Premier calls it the biggest shake-up to beer sales since the end of Prohibition. Marianne Demain tells us what it means for you and your wallet.
Make room in your grocery cart. If you're a beer drinker in Ontario, eggs won't be the only thing you can buy by the dozen. You could soon check that 12-pack off your shopping list.
The days of monopoly are done. This is the biggest shake-up to the sale of beer in Ontario since we repealed Prohibition in this province, and that was in 1927.
The recommendations were made in a report by the Premier's Advisory Council. In it, beer would be sold in 450 additional locations in urban areas across the province, giving consumers more choice and convenience.
Consumers will now have access to beer in 1,800 outlets in Ontario.
Alcohol sales would be restricted to set hours in designated cordoned-off sections of the store, and cashiers would receive training on its sale. In a statement, Loblaw said, "This is great news for Ontario consumers. We congratulate Premier Wynne and her government on this positive step forward." As for what you'll have to pay, the price will be the same whether you buy the beer here at the beer store, the LCBO, or the grocery store. There will be a new beer tax, however, which would translate to $1 per 2-4, though major brands will be capped for 2 years. But expect big changes at the beer store. The company now has to spend $100 million to modernize its stores under a new beer framework agreement.
This will really help level the playing field.
Ownership will open up to all brewers with manufacturing facilities in Ontario, while small and craft brewers will be given more shelf space.
We should see some increased sales because there'll be increased shelf space. With increased sales come increased jobs and increased investments.
You could see beer in some grocery stores by this Christmas. For many consumers, that will be some extra cheer.
I think it's going to be great for the consumer just having more locations.
So I'm all for it. I think it's great.
Marianne Demain, Global News.
Well, the same report suggests that Queen's Park sell-off 60%